3.
And for those listeners who have just tuned in, I'm speaking to you from the Ratcliffe Hall in the East End of London, where a splendid boxing contest is taking place. And middleweight Leslie Coleman has just delivered a tremendous left hook to his opponent's jaw. I don't know if you could hear the sound of the impact at home, but by George, it sounded like thunder here in the hall. And he's gone down. Coleman's man is on the canvas. Oh, my goodness, this is terrific stuff. The referee, Mr. Jacklin, is counting. Oh, but I doubt very much that he's going to get up again. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he's done it. Coleman is the winner. No wonder this chap has been picked for the Olympic team. I'm sure everyone in the land wishes you, Leslie, the very best of luck for Berlin. But next morning, it's work as usual for the boxing bank clerk from Bermondsey, where one of the things he must do today is to request permission from his boss, merchant banker Sir Reginald Kidman, for leave to attend the games.
Well, it's a great honour, Coleman, representing one's country in the Olympics. But as only amateur sportsmen can compete, it would be quite inappropriate for you to receive your salary from the bank while you do so. So, what I'm going to suggest is that you take your annual leave of 1 week. And as a gesture of goodwill on the bank's part, I'm going to let you have a further week without pay. What do you say to that?
Well, thank you very much, Sir Reginald. I just only hope they let us go.
Yes. A number of people do seem to be confusing sport with politics.
I mean, whatever Herr Hitler's supposed to have done, it's got nothing to do with sport, has it, sir?
Nothing whatsoever. But you know, Coleman, I've been to Germany a number of times recently on business, and I've seen what's happening there. Everywhere's ordered, it's clean and prosperous. Slums are a thing of the past. The countryside is well cared for, and so are the people. In my opinion, the setup in Germany is really rather impressive.
Will you be going to the games, Sir Reginald?
I've received an official invitation, Coleman. So, as long as the busybodies don't put a damper on it, just you try and stop me.
From Mr. K. R. Welbore Kerr to the editor of the Manchester Guardian. Sir, is it too late to rouse the nation to take this unique opportunity of expressing our dislike, not of the German people, for whom a great number of us have the sincerest affection, but of the methods of their present rulers, which are in direct contrast to the spirit of the games?
From the British Olympic Council to the editor of the Times. Sir, the British Olympic Council is convinced that in sending a team to Berlin, it is acting in the best interests of sport. The Olympic Games have always stood for the ideal of harmony and reconciliation between nations, and it would be nothing short of a calamity if, at this very critical stage in world affairs, this country, to whom the world so often looks for a lead, were not fully represented.
Now the British Olympic men's team, in leisurely 1s and 2s, board the train at Liverpool Street.
Is this the 8:30 for Harwich?
That's right, sir, connecting with the overnight boat to the Hook of Holland and the early morning train for Berlin, arriving at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Of course, today's athletes don't have to pay for their own tickets, and I'm told they also have free vouchers for meals on the boat. By the way, the girls' team is travelling separately. Oh well, never mind, boys. Anyway, it's all aboard and next stop Berlin. But who's this lanky chap?
Is this the boat train?
That's right, sir, but it's just going. You'll have to run.
I never run.
Well, sir, I'm afraid you've missed it then.
We'll see about that.
And he started to walk along the platform with the characteristic, some might say comical gait of the long-distance walker. The boat train is pulling away slowly. He can't possibly catch it without running. But my goodness me, he's gaining on it. The train's gathering speed, but so is he. I've never seen anything quite like it. He's got his hand on the handle of the last carriage door, but it won't open. He's going to run out of platform if he's not careful. Hold tight! Someone's opened it for him.
You look like you could do with a hand jump.
Goodness gracious! He's just been pulled through the open carriage doorway like a yo-yo.
That was some walk.
And if you don't mind me saying so, that was some hand.
Leslie Coleman, middleweight boxer.
Harry Whitlock, long-distance race walker.
Whitlock!
Oh, devil! What do you think you're doing?
Chasing after trains at your age?
Well, I never. It's the men's 4x400 relay team.
Hey!
This is Leslie Coleman.
Hello.
Wolf,
Hello.
Rampling, Roberts, Brown. The BOA are not sending you lot, are they?
They certainly are, Harry. We're the fastest thing on 8 legs, and you know it.
Just as long as you don't drop the baton, Godfrey.
Just tend to drop it from time to time.
Yeah, but we're not going to drop it in Berlin, are we, Freddie?
Certainly not.
Because if anyone drops it in Berlin...
He gets reported to the authorities.
And shot!
Achtung! Der Bahnhof ist wegen der Ankunft des britischen olympischen Teams vorübergehend geschlossen.
I say, they're playing our tune.
Have you been to Germany before, Harry?
Yes, once or twice, but not since this new lot have been in power.
I've never seen so many flags and flowers. And uniforms, and swastikas.
You don't think war's been declared while we've been on the train, do you?
Men of the Olympic team of Great Britain, welcome to Berlin. We wish to you a happy visit and good luck in the games. Please now assemble with your luggage and on the command follow towards the buses connecting with the Olympic Village.
The last time I was here, Leslie, this entire avenue was lined with lime trees. They've cut them all down. Hung these awful banners everywhere.
I see.
Excuse me, miss. You're an official guide. Can you tell me what happened to the lime trees?
Yeah. Before the trees were removed, the flags of the countries taking part in the games were not visible. Now they can be seen. In the new Germany, we prefer to see these symbols of the peaceful struggle of the nations.
Now, all the teams are drawn up on the Mayfield outside the magnificent new Olympic Stadium, awaiting the arrival of Herr Hitler. And here he comes. Accompanied by Olympic officials, the Führer walks purposefully between the ranks of the athletes of the 52 nations, dressed in his brown military uniform. Above him in the air over the stadium, the giant airship the Hindenburg cruises, with the hooked cross of the National Socialists on its tail fins. Spectacular proof, if proof were needed, of the transformation this man has brought about. And he enters the stadium, and it's like a volcano erupting. He makes his way across the track to the centre of the arena, pausing to receive a bouquet from a small girl dressed in blue. The Führer, of course, adores children, and ascends the long flight of steps to the box of honour. And now, for the first time, he acknowledges the crowd. He raises his arm in greeting. And what a glorious sight this is, ladies and gentlemen, as the great Olympic bell begins to toll from its tower overlooking the Mayfield. The flags of the 52 competing nations are being run up round the rim of the stadium. All the flags are fluttering in the breeze. And now, in they come. The teams start to enter the arena, and the entire stadium has leapt to its feet and is giving the Nazi salute. And with the teams lined up in the middle of the arena, the great stadium falls silent as the Führer moves to the microphone to declare the games open.
Ich verkünde die Spiele von Berlin zur Feier der 11. Olympiade neuer Zeitrechnung als eröffnet.
The great guns boom out. Waves of doves, the birds of peace, wheel skyward. And the strains of the Olympic hymn fill the air.
This is a turn-up for the books. I never expected to come to Berlin and be served roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
Apparently each country gets its own cuisine. Is there no end to German efficiency?
They've really got to town, haven't they? You think Berlin was the capital of the world?
I'd say that was the general idea. When's your first bout?
Tomorrow.
Who's it against?
German chap by the name of Spielman.
Is any good?
I don't know. But if the Germans box as well as they do everything else, he's probably dynamite.
Nice work, Les. Have a swig of this.
Frank, this chap can't box.
Oh, that's not him.
What do you mean?
It's someone else.
Who?
Spielman's been dropped.
Well, how come?
Word is Spielman was a Jew boy.
So?
This lot aren't keen on Jew boys.
But this bloke can't fight.
Les, you ain't complaining, are you?
Bring Freund zur zweiten Runde.
Coleman!
Sir Reginald.
No, sit down. You must be whacked. Congratulations. Well done.
You won't watch him, will you?
I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I watched that coloured chappie, Owens, win the 100-yard dash. By George, he can run a bit. And then I did my own dash and scuttled over here to see you. It's tremendous show, Coleman. Well done.
Well, I'm not sure I deserve it. Their man wasn't much cop, was he? They dropped the bloke I was supposed to fight because he was Jewish.
Don't do yourself down, Coleman. Terrible English trait. He was good, you were better. The Germans don't feel chaps who can't cut the mustard. That's what the new Germany is all about. Now look here. I'll call for you this evening in my car. They've given me a government car, complete with stormtrooper driver. And I shall take you to dinner and we'll celebrate your win, which was a very fine win, in the manner that it most definitely deserves. Now, this is a bit of a dive, Coleman, but I rather like it.
Hello, boys. What's your names?
Leslie Coleman and Sir Reginald Kidman.
Don't let's stand on ceremony, Coleman. Call me Reggie, my dear.
Reggie, you are a real English son.
I most certainly am. And this man here is a real English athlete. Come for the Olympic Games.
Ja, die Olympischen Spiele. Jesse Owen.
That's right. But this chap's not a runner, he's a boxer. He boxes with his fists, like this.
Yeah.
And he has today won a very fine victory over one of your countrymen.
He is very strong.
Are you very strong, Coleman?
Strong enough.
Yeah, and very handsome.
I don't know about that.
But, oh dear, not black. What a shame. Bye-bye.
Yes. Well, cheerio. What a flighty piece, Coleman.
Excuse me. Would you like to dance?
Would you like to dance, Coleman?
Who with?
Who with?
I would like to dance with a boxer.
No. I'm afraid Coleman's got a very important match tomorrow. He never, ever dances before a bout. I'm so sorry. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Good grief. What is the world coming to? I don't know about you, but I could do with a drink. Your very good health, Coleman. And here's to very many more victories and a gold medal at the end of it.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll see what I can do.
Excuse me, you are visitors?
I beg your pardon?
You are visitors?
I am a visitor. This man is an Olympic athlete, taking part in the games.
What do you think of our National Socialist Berlin?
Very impressive.
1 month ago, none of this was allowed. No girls, no jazz, no Jews. This is all for your benefit. To pretend there is nothing wrong while you are here. For 1 month, the girls, now they allow. The jazz bands, now they allow. The signs against the Jews, they take down. And put back when you are gone. Oh, yes. But they are still killing people, believe me. Near here, right now. I could take you there. You would stand under the window and hear them scream. Every night I leave my apartment and come here, because if they come for me in the night, I don't want to be there. Not because I am guilty, but because I am innocent. I am not a communist. I am not a Jew. But I am not a Nazi also. That's enough.
Driver, the Olympic Village, bitte. No, I don't deny, Coleman, that the Germans have got a few antisocial types in concentration camps, and probably not being very nice to them. But we're talking about a revolution in Germany. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. Now, this is the Via Triumphalis. This is the route the Führer takes every day when he comes to the games. You are now actually doing what the Führer does. Imagine it, lined with stormtroopers and thousands of cheering people. In fact, get up, Coleman. Stand up.
Pardon?
Stand up with me. That's it. How's it feel?
Drafty.
That's the way. Breathe in the air, Coleman. Breathe in the air. It's the air of victory. The air of history in the making. I tell you, what all these left-wing Johnnies really don't like about the Nazis is not that they've abolished free speech or done one or two other undemocratic things, but the fact that they've thrown communism out of Germany, that's what they don't like. What's wrong?
I got something in my eye.
Oh. Would you like to borrow a handkerchief?
Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's remarkable. The Führer stands up for miles in an open car and never gets anything in his eye. You or I try it, within moments we are blinded. It's remarkable.
Now, here we are in the Olympic Village, about 9 miles west of the Olympic Stadium. As the early morning sun slants through the trees that surround the 100 or so chalets, built by the German army for the athletes and skillfully sited to harmonise with the little hills and lakes that make up this charming landscape. There's even a newfangled Scandinavian bathhouse, but that doesn't put off these two early risers. There are a lot of new things in Germany today, and they're happy to give them a try.
How do you find it?
Pretty hot.
Yes. It should certainly clear your head if you celebrated a little over-enthusiastically last night, Leslie.
What do you call one of these things?
It's called a sauna. S-A-U-N-A. Apparently in Scandinavia they roll in the snow afterwards. I'm surprised our ingenious hosts haven't provided any.
Yeah, they're a clever lot. But, you know, I came across a chap last night who said the Olympics are just a show. Behind the scenes, the Germans are doing people in. What do you make of that?
I shouldn't be at all surprised. I came across a chap last night as well. A German chap, sitting in the woods, in some kind of uniform. They all seem to wear some kind of uniform, don't they? With a revolver in his hand, looking for all the world like he was going to shoot himself.
What happened?
And when he saw me, he got up, put the gun in his holster, nodded, and walked away.
Yeah. It's all hunky-dory on the surface.
Yes, I know what you mean. But we're not politicians, we're athletes. We've come here to try and win gold medals. Talking of which, I want to go around the 50-kilometre walk course to familiarise myself. I've had a word with our lady guide. She says she can lay her hand on a couple of bicycles. I wondered if you fancied a leisurely bike ride. It's a pretty sketchy map of the course, Arnold. Particularly by German standards.
I'm sorry, that's the best I can do. That's what they gave me.
After all, you are the team manager. Surely we're entitled to better than this. I mean, what's going to happen on the day?
On the day, the course will be marked out on the ground, and you will follow it, Harry.
All right. I know it's not your fault. It's just that everything else is planned in minute detail. The course for the 50-kilometre walk is shrouded in mystery for some reason. All it shows, Leslie, is the area over which the race is going to be walked, with the 5-kilometre markers put in, but no indication of the route in between. I think it might actually double back on itself, but who can tell?
Perhaps they're only letting their chaps know the route. I've heard some pretty strange stories. You know, the German team has had the last 3 months off work on full pay so they can train.
Well, there you are, Leslie. So much for amateur sport.
What's that stretch of water?
That presumably is the Havel Lake. It looks like we have to follow the road by the side of it south. Now, I would say we've just gone past the 10-kilometre mark, and the route we've cycled has more or less followed the lake. Can't really see what else we could have done. But here's the 10-kilometre mark, and here is the 15-kilometre mark. Now, how we get from one to the other is anybody's guess.
Well, where do you think we are?
Somewhere around here. Probably towards Schlachtensee. It's pretty flat country, isn't it? But I can't make out contour lines on a map. Perhaps we get beyond those trees.
It's quite a straight road.
There's a very straight road on the map, which is part of the motor racing circuit by the look of things. Should we take a look?
All right. Are we on your road? Seems to have got wider and better made up.
I don't know, Leslie. But look over there. We seem to be on an airfield.
What are they?
Twin-engine bombers of a rather advanced design.
I didn't see any fence or gates, did you?
No. Good God, there are 20 of them.
Harry, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a look.
Harry! Shouldn't we just get out of here?
I don't think a quick look will hurt, Leslie. We can't not take a peep at machines of this sort of calibre. Come and give me a leg up. Rather ominous, close to.
Sit on my shoulders. Hold tight. 1, 2, 3. What can you see? Harry!
What can you see?
There's something very strange going on here.
What? Harry, we've been rumbled. Get down.
Where on earth did they come from?
Never mind that. Run.
I never run.
Well, roll up your sleeves then. We've got a fight on our hands. Come on then. Which one of you's first? Oh, I see, all of you. Well, that's not very sporting, is it? One down. Two down.
Leslie, look out!
Eure Lage ist sehr ernst. Ich rate euch, den Mund aufzumachen, solange ihr noch Sinne habt.
I'm very sorry, but we don't speak German. My name is Whitlock. My friend's name is Coleman. We're British athletes with the British Olympic team. Please, telephone our team manager and check.
Wie ihr wollt. Das geht in jede Sprache. Es tut auf jeden Fall verdammt weh.
Terribly sorry about this, Leslie. How's your head?
I'm fine, Harry. Don't apologise.
No, but if I hadn't insisted on inspecting the planes...
They still would have jumped us. We weren't supposed to be there.
English?
I think we might have woken our cellmate.
Yes, English, that's right.
What do you think of our National Socialist Berlin?
That rings a bell. I've heard that question before. You're the chap from the nightclub, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, I met you in the nightclub. You told me how you went there every night in case they come to your house to arrest you.
I must have stayed in one evening.
You all right?
Very well, thank you. And how are you? And how inclement the weather is for the time of the year.
I should take it easy if I were you.
He's passed out.
This is the chap I told you about. Who said the Germans were doing people in.
I'd say he knows what he's talking about.
The more I see of this setup, Harry, the more I think it stinks.
Yes, I know. And there's something else I ought to tell you.
What?
About the planes. When you lifted me up to look.
What?
There were no engines and no controls in them.
What do you mean?
They were dummies. They were no more capable of flying than a tea chest.
What's the point of that?
I don't know.
We're up to our necks in it, Harry. And these swine don't give a damn about anybody.
Gentlemen, I must apologize for this idiot's behavior. This is not how we treat visitors to Germany. 1,000 apologies.
I must say, we were beginning to wonder.
Please, come with me. You must be tired and hungry after such an ordeal. Let us adjourn to an altogether more civilized location.
Now I'm talking to you from the extensive grounds of a very impressive building in the centre of Berlin, just down the road from Herr Hitler's chancellery. It's the new Air Ministry of Hermann Göring, among a number of other things, Germany's Minister of Aviation and Chief of the German Air Force. And this evening, as perhaps you can hear, the fun-loving Reichsmarshal is throwing a garden party for nearly 1,000 visitors to the Olympic Games. The immaculate lawns are illuminated by searchlights positioned on the top of the building. The swimming pool, strewn with lilies and lit from under the water, is all aglow. It's all quite enchanting. The guests have just finished dinner, and any minute now, I understand, we're in for a magical surprise. Yes? More lights are coming on, and... my word! A full-scale Viennese funfair is coming to life in front of us, complete with roundabouts and shooting galleries and pretty girls serving beer.
Look out of the window, gentlemen. The Reichsmarshal himself is getting onto one of the little carousel horses. Look at our Hermann. It's the very picture of innocence.
What a big man. What a small horse.
I just hope that our simple German hospitality has to some extent ameliorated your very understandable displeasure.
Yes, thank you. Dinner was indeed delicious. Wasn't it, Leslie?
Yes, it was delicious.
As is the wine.
I must tell you, in confidence, gentlemen, your detention was strictly against the order of Reichsführer SS Himmler. He has made it quite clear that during the Olympic period, no foreigner is to be arrested without his express permission. But perhaps I may ask you for your opinion, between ourselves, Mr. Whitlock, of the aircraft you accidentally viewed this afternoon. Was there anything about them?
Well, I know very little about aircraft. I know something of racing cars. I'm associated with a motor racing team in England. They seem to me to be very advanced, and I imagine rather formidable.
Nothing else?
No.
Yes. This is the correct conclusion, I think. And you, Mr. Coleman, how are you enjoying the games?
I'm enjoying them very much.
Something in particular, perhaps?
Jesse Owens, probably, if I had to pick just one thing.
Yes, I agree his performance has been remarkable, but I must say, I think the Americans have been somewhat unsporting including these black auxiliaries in the team. I think if the German team had included fleet-footed animals, for example, one of the jungle cats, we too would have won these races.
Well, no wonder Herr Hitler didn't shake his hand.
Of course. But you understand, it would be impossible for the Führer to do this. Well, now, perhaps I can arrange for you to be driven to your accommodation. And I must also ask you before you leave if you would be so good as to sign for the return of your bicycles. Close the door. Where the devil have you two been?
We got lost, Mr. Lunn.
You've been trespassing on a military airfield. That's what you've been doing.
It was a pretty ropey map, Arnold.
The Germans are now considering the matter. The expulsion of the entire British team is a possibility.
Oh, I doubt that very much.
They strongly suggest that while the matter is being considered, we don't prejudice our case by contacting the press.
That sounds to me like they just want to make sure we don't blab. I don't think they really want to expel us.
But blab about what?
What we saw.
That they arrested British athletes. Who's that chap on the wall?
Huh? I have no idea.
Village Commandant Captain Wolfgang Fürstner. Where did this photograph come from?
God knows it was here when I... Do you mind not changing the subject?
It's not the village commandant.
No, it's the chap I saw sitting in the woods.
With a revolver?
Sorry, Arnold, you were saying?
Now look here, you two. I don't know what you've been up to, but it's got to stop. Because if it doesn't, it won't be the Germans that send you home, it'll be me. Understand?
Your attention, please. Heil Hitler. Good morning.
Morning.
This bus will be leaving for the Olympic Stadium in 1 minute. Thank you.
Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Godfrey.
I hear Whitlock's been getting you into trouble.
Getting you locked up, old boy. Sparking a bit of a diplomatic incident.
My goodness. You'll have to have us all shot next, won't you, Ina?
Why should I shoot you? The Germans are peaceful people.
I'm very relieved to hear it.
Is anybody sitting here?
No.
You mind if I do?
None, not at all.
Thank you. Are you competing today?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I'm a boxer.
Uh-huh.
I know what you do, Mr. Owens. I've seen you do it. Very impressive it is too.
Thank you. So, what's all this about a diplomatic incident?
Well, it's a long story.
It's a long bus ride.
Les, there's a couple of Yanks outside who want to see you.
What?
I've tried to tell them you got a fight, but they don't want to know.
I'm sorry to barge in like this, Mr. Coleman.
Now, look, I said I'd ask him. You can't just walk in like you own the place.
I'm a reporter, Mr. Coleman, a friend of Jesse Owens.
No, I'm sorry.
He said he spoke to you about things not being what they seemed.
It's all right, Frank. Just give us 5 minutes.
Fair enough, Les. You know best.
I'm with the Paris Herald, Mr. Coleman. My name's Bill Shire. This is a friend of mine, Martha Dodd.
Hello.
I'm really sorry to catch you just before a fight, but if what Jesse told me is right, I think you've uncovered something important. Now, these planes you saw, what were they? Dummies?
Yeah, they were hollow. There was nothing inside them. They looked real, but when you looked inside, yeah, they were dummies.
And you could take us to them?
Yeah, I think so.
You know where they are?
I know roughly where they are.
You were cycling round the 50-kilometer walk course?
Yeah, Whitlock could probably have a better idea.
Okay, look, we have to photograph these aircraft.
Well, it wouldn't be easy. They got guards patrolling, they don't muck around.
Sure, I understand.
Tell me what this is about.
Okay, have you heard of Charles Lindbergh?
The American, yeah, who flew across the Atlantic.
Non-stop, that's right. He's in Berlin for the Olympics. He likes the Nazis. The Nazis like him. They're showing him their Air Force, the planes, the factories, the airfields. I was in a brand new passenger plane with him yesterday with a lot of top brass. They let him take the controls. They want to impress him, so he'll go back to England and the States and say that the German Air Force is unbeatable. But it isn't. It's bogus, like just about everything else in this country. And these planes you and your colleague have discovered, if we can get photographs of them, we can prove that.
Right.
I hate to interrupt, Leslie, but your opponent, the referee, and quite a few Olympic officials would like you to get on with it.
Okay, go fight your fight. We'll be here when you get back. Good luck.
Thanks.
Right, now concentrate on the fight.
Do you want to watch?
Man's inhumanity to man? No, thanks. I can see that any day. Well, how'd it go?
He lost.
Oh, too bad.
Where is he?
You better ask this bloke.
Herr Schreier and Fräulein Dodd, I am honored. Unfortunately, however, I am the bearer of bad news. Your friend, the boxer Herr Coleman, following his match, has, I am sorry to say, concussion. He is therefore being taken to a hospital for observation and tests.
Which hospital?
Yes, I can give you this information. If you come with me, please.
Les is no more concussed than I am.
I'll go to the hospital. You find Whitlock.
Right. I'm looking for the British changing rooms. Now, can you tell me where the British changing rooms are, please?
Yeah, it's in here.
I'm looking for Harold Whitlock.
Whatever for, old man.
It's not a pretty sight.
He's that lanky cove.
With his age on his vest, 279.
Harry!
Yes? I need to talk to you, Mr. Whitlock.
What about?
Airplanes.
And you are?
My name's Shire. I'm a reporter.
This is not the best moment.
I'm a friend of Leslie Coleman.
I'm afraid I've got 50 kilometres to walk.
And as the 35 contestants set out from the stadium towards the Grunewald, the Greenwood, with 50 kilometres to walk, last in the pack I can see is the lanky London motor mechanic, Harold Whitlock.
You didn't have to come with me. You could have just given me the address of the hospital.
Like you, I am concerned for Herr Coleman's state of health.
Why can't I see him?
He's resting at the moment.
I think he's fine. I think you're holding him for some reason.
And what would that reason be, Fräulein Dodd? Please, tell me.
I've no idea. But then you hold a lot of people for reasons I don't understand.
And now here at the 20-kilometre mark, the leading group of walkers are passing in front of me. They're receiving as they pass their different drinks. I understand Whitlock has asked for a glucose drink at this point. And speak of the devil, here comes Whitlock. He's caught up splendidly. Whitlock is in 9th place. Whitlock of Great Britain is striding past me now. He looks good, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of that drink I was telling you about. Oh well, never mind. Keep going, Harry.
How long are you going to keep him here?
We're in the hands of the doctors. We must be patient, Fräulein Dodd.
Ein Anruf für Sie, Hauptsturmführer.
Excuse me, please.
And Whitlock is making tremendous progress. At the halfway mark now, only Stork of Czechoslovakia and Dalinch of Latvia are ahead of him.
Leslie? Leslie? Wake up. It's me, Martha Dodd.
And Whitlock has passed Stork and he's gaining on Dalinch.
We've got to get you out of here.
And he's overtaking him. Whitlock is in the lead. With just under 20 kilometres to go, it's Harold Whitlock of Great Britain in the lead. And it looks like he's finally going to get that drink he ordered. He was expecting a British official, I'm sure, but a German official is handing him something to drink.
Where am I?
In a hospital. You've been drugged or something.
I don't know what it is, but something's the matter with Whitlock. He's still in the lead, but he's slow to a snail's pace.
Can you walk?
I don't know.
You've got to try.
His lead, I would say, is no more than 30 seconds.
Fräulein Dodd.
And Whitlock is being terribly sick.
I have been looking for you. I have just heard. The health of Herr Coleman is no longer in question.
I don't know if it was that drink or not, but he seems to be recovering. Yes, he's striding away again. He's back to his old self.
Our concerns have been dealt with. Please, feel free to go.
Where are we off to?
Back to the stadium.
And here he comes out of the tunnel and into the stadium. After 50 grueling kilometres, it's Whitlock in the lead. He's beating the Olympic record by a good 20 minutes. He's going to set a magnificent new Olympic record. Whitlock wins! Whitlock wins the 50-kilometre walk for Great Britain.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Just a few words for the telegraph, Mr. Whitlock.
Not just now. If you'll excuse me, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to sit down.
Mr. Whitlock.
Mr. Shira.
This is Martha Dodd. Leslie Coleman, you know.
Tremendous stuff, Harry.
I'm sorry to ask you this, but could you sit down in the back of Miss Dodd's car? We just have to find that airfield.
Isn't this the straight road, Harry?
I think you might be right. This is good. This is very good.
You recognize this?
I think this is good.
I think it's just beyond these trees.
I don't recognise this at all, actually. There were no gates with guards.
Well, I'll be. Look who's coming over.
Fräulein Dodd, with Herr Coleman and Herr Schreier, and Herr Whitlock. My congratulations. Your superb victory was broadcast all over Berlin.
Thank you.
May I ask, do you have authorized business on the airfield?
Not exactly. We've come to photograph the airplanes that Mr. Coleman and Mr. Whitlock saw yesterday.
I'm afraid that is impossible.
I'm sure it is.
Because they have taken off.
Taken off? That's a pretty clever trick. Without an engine.
Perhaps you would care to see for yourselves. Please, drive through the gates. Mr. Whitlock and Mr. Coleman, I'm sure, will show you where to go. Please, through the gates and you will see the field.
Right.
Go past the hangars.
Mm-hmm.
Just over there.
You recognize it?
This is where they were. They've gone.
Gone, sure. Taken off, I doubt it.
So, where are they?
They must have dismantled them. They've had 24 hours.
And here this evening in the British Embassy at a party given for the British Olympic team, the team manager, Mr. Arnold Lunn, introduces the ambassador, Sir Eric Phipps, to the athletes.
May I introduce you, Ambassador, to our gold medal winner of the 50-kilometre walk, Harold Whitlock.
Oh, very well done. Splendid show.
Thank you very much, sir.
I hear you were unwell during the race.
I drank something unscheduled.
Nazi hospitality. Not your cup of tea.
No, sir.
Ah, well, good for you. I should be interested to hear more. Perhaps we might continue this conversation a little later.
Of course, Ambassador.
And the men's 4x400 relay team, Ambassador, who, as you know, also won gold medals. Frederick Walter, Godfrey Rampling, William Roberts, and Godfrey Brown.
Do you ever drop the baton?
No, never. Well, hardly ever.
Mr. Whitlock and Mr. Coleman, I hope you don't mind. I've taken the liberty of inviting your two comrades in arms to this little party within a party, let's call it. Mr. Shira of the Paris Herald and the American ambassador's daughter, Miss Dodd.
The American ambassador's... I had no idea.
You don't have to bow, Harry.
They've been putting me wise, as they say in their country. It would appear you've had a rather eventful games.
Bit too eventful if you ask me.
Of course, photographs of the aircraft would have helped, but I shall certainly inform our government of your discovery.
What do you think they'll make of it, Ambassador?
That's a terribly good question. I've often made it plain to Whitehall that the German Chancellor is a gangster, capable of anything. However, Whitehall, in its wisdom, doesn't seem to do much about it. The point about your aircraft is, of course, that although Hitler is rearming furiously, he is still, relatively speaking, weak.
I didn't realise that.
No, very few people do. He goes to great pains to keep the fact hidden. Hitler knows if he were attacked now, he would be beaten. So he pretends to be stronger than he is, and the world believes him. He is engaged in the biggest military bluff the world has ever seen. But you two chaps have found him out. And I shall definitely pass the information on.
So you think we should clobber him now?
Let me put it like this. He'll never be as civilized as he'd like the world to think. But he will be as powerful. And then it might very well be too late.
Where are you two going now?
Back to the village.
Can we give you a ride?
Thanks very much.
I'm parked a few blocks down.
I just want to buy a newspaper.
Coleman!
Sure.
Sir Reginald.
What a boring, crowded, inelegant affair that was. Goering threw a blinder of a do at the Air Ministry. Goebbels held a stunner out on some island. What do our lot do? Cram us in a broom cupboard with a plate of sausage rolls. No wonder we haven't won any medals. Present company accepted, Mr. Whitlock. Excellent effort. And to cap it all, I had to listen to our chap Phipps rattling on about how hopeless the Germans are. The impertinence. By the way, Coleman, jolly bad luck losing your second bout. I heard you were in a coma. All right now? Oh. Jolly good. Cheerio. See you on Monday at the bank.
You work together?
In a manner of speaking.
In a bank?
Yeah, I'm a clerk. He owns it.
Let's see if there's anything about Spain.
What's happening in Spain?
Hitler sent planes to help Franco.
With engines, presumably.
There's nothing. Not one word.
Just a minute. Can I see? Who's that photograph?
Captain Wolfgang Fürstner has been killed in a car crash.
Do you recognise him, Leslie?
Show me.
Was he ever the commandant of the Olympic Village?
Yes, up until about a week before the Games. He masterminded the whole undertaking. He did a brilliant job.
And then he was removed.
Yes. The Nazis found out he had Jewish blood and replaced him. Why?
Harry saw him a few days ago, sitting in the woods at the village with a gun in his head.
I got the distinct impression he was about to shoot himself. What's going on over there?
It's the Chancellery. They're waiting outside, hoping to see Hitler. You can't walk in front of it. They make you cross the street.
There's always a crowd.
I wonder if he's in there.
Why?
Because if he was, I could break the door down and knock his block off.
And as the trumpets sound, now, down slowly, are lowered the flags of the 52 nations. The Olympic flag, too, in the centre of the great arena, fluttering gently in the breeze, starts its slow descent, leaving only the Olympic flame burning brilliantly against the darkened sky. And it, too, starts to grow smaller and smaller, and finally disappears. A perfect ending to a magnificent Olympiad. Now, I wonder if Herr Hitler is going to speak. The crowd, I'm sure, want him to address them, but he doesn't appear to be going to. Although I think I can make out some movement in the Führer's box. There appears to be just one other person with him. I can't quite see who it is, and the entire crowd has risen to their feet with right arms outstretched. Whoever it is in the box, I don't think Herr Hitler has seen him. This is remarkable. Whoever it is, he's bobbing about like a boxer, punching the air and generally sizing up his opponent. And oh my goodness, that was a ferocious right hook to the Führer's jaw. He's staggering, his eyes are rolling, he quite literally doesn't know what's hit him. And he's taking a rain of punches. His knees are buckling, and Hitler's gone.
That's a fine thing, Harry.
You've been sitting there staring at it for hours.
I wish I'd won one. Yeah, you better have it back.
Thanks.
You know what I was thinking about?
No. What?
Being in the ring with Hitler. At the Olympics, in front of everybody. What will you do with it?
Oh, I shall probably have a glass cabinet made and charge people to look at it. Who won?
Who won what?
The fight. You or Hitler?
Oh, me, of course. I knocked him out spectacularly.
That's the ticket.
In Whitlock's Walk by John Burrows, Nicholas Bolton was Harry Whitlock, Ben Crowe, Leslie Coleman, David Collins, Sir Reginald Kidman, Rachel Atkins, Martha Dodd, David Jarvis, William Shirer, Stephen Critchlow, the SS officer, and John Evitts, Sir Eric Phipps. Other parts were played by members of the cast. And this is Keith Drinkle handing you back to the studio in London.